Hi, my name is Kate and I picked my NFL team out of a basket. Let's talk about week 4. There were huge plays and some unfortunate injuries. And as always, don't mind my notes. We had the first international game in Dublin, Ireland, Steelers versus Vikings, with the Steelers winning 24-21. Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes became the youngest quarterback to throw 250 touchdown passes. You had the unfortunate fumble by Colts wide receiver A.D. Mitchell, who fumbled the ball at the 1-yard line, resulting in a touchback, so it was the Rams' ball. You had blocked punts from the Eagles and the Bears. You had quarterbacks running for touchdowns from the Giants, Jackson Dart, and the Jets, Justin Fields. You had huge connections from Rams' Matthew Stafford to Tutu Atwell for an 88-yard touchdown, the Bucs' Baker Mayfield to Mbuka for a 77-yard touchdown, and to Bucky Irving for a 72-yard touchdown. Steelers' Aaron Rodgers to DK Metcalf for an 80-yard touchdown. You had punt returns from the Lions and the Patriots, resulting in touchdowns, and a ton of other big plays, but those were just the most notable that I found. On the flip side, this season has been filled with big and season-ending injuries, and with over 250 players currently listed on the injured reserve, or IR, let's talk about exactly what that means. So the IR list is where players are put on the IR when they have a football-related injury that requires them to miss at least a few weeks. They don't count towards the 53-man roster, but they do count towards the salary cap for the team. Teams can designate up to 8 players to return from the IR list during the regular season, and 10 if they make it to postseason. For example, the Eagles currently have 10 players designated on the IR list, with 8 expected to return by the end of this year, and 2 are expected to return after the Super Bowl. Players can be released or traded, and an individual can be designated twice. There's also another list, the physically unable to perform list, which players do take a roster spot, and it's for preseason injuries only. You might also see some designation for less serious injuries. You have questionable, which is about a 50% chance that the player will play in the next game. They may or may not practice with the team that week. Currently, the Bucs quarterback Baker Mayfield is listed as questionable with a knee and right bicep injury. You have doubtful, which is about a 25% chance that the player will play in the next game, but is listed as doubtful in hopes that they can recover in time for kickoff. Most likely they're not going to be practicing with the team that week. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson is currently listed as doubtful with a hamstring injury and did not practice this week. Then you have out, which is exactly what that means. The player's not playing this week. 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy is currently listed as out with a toe injury. Lastly, update on the Jags. They did beat the 49ers. Woo! 26-21. We had some really big plays that helped us out. Travis Etienne for a 48-yard touchdown, and Parker Washington delivered an 87-yard punt return for a touchdown. So, yay. We are playing the Chiefs this week in Monday Night Football. I'm a little worried about this game, but I will always have hope that the Jags will pull out a win. Stick around to see if I survive this season with the Jags. Bye.